Right, our objective is polynomial review. The directions are to perform the operation and write answers in standard form. So this first one, I notice, is subtraction, and we know with subtraction, we're going to change the subtraction to addition, and it's the opposite of what comes after it. So this is going to be negative 7x squared plus 4, and then just scribble that off so you don't actually accidentally use it. So now it's just combining like terms. If I have 2x squared and a negative 7x squared, that's going to be negative 5x squared. The minus 3x is just going to tag along because there are no like terms that go with it, and then a positive 4 and a positive 8 will give me positive 12. Okay, number 23 says give an example of a cubic binomial and then state the leading coefficient of your polynomial. If we want a cubic, we know the degree is going to be 3. In binomials like a bicycle, there are going to be 2 terms. So the highest power has to be 3 and there have to be 2 terms. So like 5x cubed plus 2x would be a good binomial. And then it does say to state the leading coefficient. And now the leading coefficient is just the number that leads the problem. And the number that leads my problem is 5. Hopefully you have your own example. Right, 24. The directions on this one, since they're right next to each other, would be to multiply. If you are an arrow drawer, watch me, and I will also do it the box way as well if you just want to fast forward through me. Okay, so this x times 2x to the second would be 2x to the third, and then x times 3x would be positive 3x squared. X times negative 4 will be minus 4x. And then negative 2 times 2x squared will be negative 4x squared. Negative 2 times 3x will be negative 6x. And negative 2 times negative 4 will be positive 8. And now I just get 2 combined like terms. I notice these are like terms, and these are like terms. So we're going to get 2x to the third. 3x squared minus 4x squared will be negative 1x squared. Negative 4x minus 6x will be negative 10x, and then plus 8. Great. Now if you're a box drawer, let me just get you set up. 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. Oh. We just have a bigger box. Okay, and we'll just fill them in. X times 2x squared is 2x to the third. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Negative 2 times 2x squared is negative 4x squared. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And negative 2 times negative 8 is negative 4 is positive 8, excuse me. And then we'll combine our like terms, and we will get this exact same answer when we are done. Right, this next one says to factor 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. This is a trinomial, so I know with trinomials we're going to put 2 sets of parentheses, and instead of putting x, we will put 3x, which means I will need to divide by 3 before I'm done. And I'll take the first number times the last number. That will be negative 24. So what times what will give me negative 24? Negative 6 times 4, negative 4 times 6, negative 3 times 8, negative 8 times 3. I think I'm going to have to keep going. Negative 12 times 2, negative 2 times 12. Okay, then from here I'm looking for us to get a negative 2 when I add them together. And so negative 6 and a positive 4 will work it. I guess I could have stopped after the very first one. Oh well. All right, and then we're going to divide this first one by 3 because both parts can be divided by 3. So I'll get x minus 2 and then 3x plus 4. And that is quadratics and polynomials.